Hello, everyone. This is the first YouTube podcast for Make Money, Stat Money, Entertainment TV. And we got the general right here of MMSM, Luigi, the man that helped start it all off. And yeah, we're here with him on the podcast. Big up Luigi. He's making a lot of fire, making a lot of noise right now.
Yes,
so we thought we'd get him the first person on. And just wanted to start off by asking you, Luigi, tell us a bit about yourself, what releases you got coming out, why you got into music.
Well, my name's James. Obviously, my music name Luigi official.
Yeah.
How I got into music. I started young. I used to listen to a lot of like American rap when I was a kid. Then it grew into like a UK rap when it started to expand. Like the days when it used to be like Foot Radio and like Ice Kid and Chipmunk and all them back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it just started from there. Like started having a bit of fun with it, and then like obviously. I think I use a lot of all the stories in my life, all the traumas and stuff, the drama. I kind of use it as like to put music together. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, kind of like I don't know. I can vent out on a beat. Do you know what I mean? And get my feelings out, what I feel like, and that. But yeah, man, like that's how I got into music. Like just a lot of like listening to a lot of rappers and always wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean? I've always put in practice every day. I don't stop practicing. I always keep working. But yeah, like
Yeah, we've seen the work rate. You're definitely dropping a lot of material all the time. It's good.
Yeah. Well, the work rate's been like it's been for the past couple of years. It's been up. Well, I wouldn't say years. I'd say for the year it's been up and down. But now, like for 2022, like obviously things are on the right path. I
Yeah.
wanna, like make sure I'm just putting my foot down and not stopping. Do you know what I mean? Like no breaks. You know what I mean, fam? Like yeah, it's just Yeah, like you gotta keep consistent. Consistent's the key. If you don't keep consistent with it, you can fall off majorly. And like you gotta keep your fans happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta keep the people happy. If you don't keep them happy, they'll not listen to you. You know what I mean? They'll be like, "Well, where's he gone?" Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of them. Like I'm always hungry for music. I've always have been. Like if anyone's got a dream, you go and chase it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
you've got to put in the work. So yeah, that's just how I got into music.
Definitely, that's really interesting, man. I love to hear that. And obviously, with the Make Money, Stat Money story, obviously you're one of the people that helped me inspire the company. Obviously, because we wanted to do it proper, so we got a lot of love and respect for you over at MMSM for that. So I'd say as well, like, what do you think is like one of the hardest challenges you've had with the music? Then, like, what do you think is the hardest
challenge
thing?
in music?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think for artists?
I would say the letter to my mum.
Yeah,
Probably say I would say the letter to my mum because for the simple reason it's like it was so hard to write it. It was so hard to put into it. Like I couldn't believe I was doing it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's one thing you don't want to be doing. Like if you're a rapper yourself, yeah, and you lose your mum, and you just think, how the hell? Like you've got to put it into a song. Like for me personally, I put all my pain into music. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah,
that's the way I vent. I won't just go and speak to someone or like. Do you know what I mean? I'll write it down. Do you know what I mean? And it's just how it is. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like that would be the biggest challenge in music. But also as well, like not just that as well. I would say overcoming fears to do more, like being on
yeah.
stage and like taking things to a next level and not letting things get in my way. And do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
another thing. I'm like, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Another challenge I've overcome. Do you know what I mean?
It definitely sounds like a real challenge. Yeah, obviously I was saying for the fans, obviously some might not know obviously what about the track, you know, the Letter to Your Mum one. So it's a video and obviously a song that you've done, isn't it, that you've released on your YouTube, on your Luigi platform. So we'll put all the Luigi links in the comments anyway for all your YouTube channel, you know, all of them places like that.
Yeah.
So people can go and check it out because I might not have heard of it.
Yeah,
So that's all I was saying.
I've got another one coming as well. It's similar to the last letter to my mum, but it's more like what's happening now. Do you know what I mean? Type of thing. Like life doesn't always come with sunshine and rainbows. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it can just be hard for the period of time until you just break out of the cycle. I guess. You know what I mean? Like it's one of them. Like I don't just do music just to get attention and fame. I'm doing music just to to make my mum and dad proud and to have the success as well, like to be that person where I can like I can be in charge of the power of money, and do you know what I mean? Like be able to like help my friends, my family, the people in need. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand. Like for me personally, I just don't want to just be one of these rappers where I'm just like all for myself. Do you know what I mean? Do
Yeah.
everything for my son. You know what I mean? Like everything. Do you know what I mean? My family, everybody. Like that's just how it'd be. Like I'd help people who are not my family. I'd help people who would need help. Do you know what I mean? Because end of the day, yeah, that's how you gotta see it in life. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Like,
Yeah, it sounds like a really good cause, you know, like that you're trying to do that's really honourable. I would say that definitely. I think that's one of the things, obviously, like about you as an artist as well. I know at one point, obviously, you were, you know, talking about maybe doing a song about, you know, like mental health and that kind of thing. Is that track still in the planning then? And like
we were talking about
the track about mental health,
the
you know,
mental health.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what it is? I'm gonna do a. See, I've got a lot of ideas flowing through my
yeah,
head. I've got so many songs on my laptop, like what I've done, what unreleased, and like, yeah, I want to do something like to support people, indeed, like in need, like people, the people who are going through so much and fighting battles every single day, like they're not alone. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you've got to seek help and get yourself out of the dirt before it's too late. Do you know what I mean? Like end of the day, like life's a rocky ride, but it's what you make it. Do you know what I mean? That's just what it is. Like, but yeah, I've definitely got a track coming from that, like something like that. Anyway, but yeah,
That's good, man. I think men's mental health is such a underestimated thing
of course it is.
where
It never gets
people,
spoke about too much.
yeah,
It does by certain like I can't lie. Some rappers have spoke about it, but like for real, it kills people off. Like people
yeah,
don't realize, no matter how strong you are, no matter who you are, like it will it'll get to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah,
it's only you to get yourself out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, people can help you, people can be there for you, give you advice, guidance, all of that, but only you can pull yourself out of that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely,
I think
definitely.
it's important, like, to actual speak it out to people so people can understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm a person where I like to speak about real stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I like to speak about love. I like to speak about heartbreaks. I like to speak about real life stories. I like to speak about, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anything what's real and what's happened in life. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's really good, and I think it's really important as well because sometimes rappers can obviously, and all artists really, they can educate people through their songs and lyrics, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
and
course,
with
of course.
mental health, it's something that we see one or two posts on social media about mental health, but you know we don't see a lot of people actually doing a lot
Yeah,
on
yeah, of
it,
course.
and it does seem to be something that gets underplayed. I think COVID has helped it come out about mental health, but purely around the pandemic. So it's good to see artists that are actually supporting and
Yeah,
looking into
yeah,
the
yeah.
cause and making it like yourself, like yourself. So if you could work with anyone right now, if you could work with any artist that was about now, who would you work with? Who would you
What,
want to work with?
any artist in that around
Any
now?
artist, if you had a choice.
What, who's alive or dead or anybody like
Alive for now, we'll
alive
say.
or so right now? Yeah. What? There's only one.
No, just any artist that you'd like to work with
Can I
right
pick a
now.
few?
Yeah,
Yeah. It would be literally. It would definitely be Dutch Vele.
yeah,
It would be K Coke.
yeah.
It would be Ardad's Pot of Paper, and also DBE.
Okay.
Definitely DBE. Oh, Chipmunk. There'd be so many to choose from. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
H. Swear to God, like there'd be so many to choose from. Like, you know what? Like, if I had the opportunity to do any of them, like it'd be a blessing. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, but
yeah.
like, yeah, they're whole hard. I've always like listened to their music. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man.
And
Happy.
which rapper do you think, you know, growing up listening to has inspired you the most? Do you think there's just one that you could name, or do you think there's quite a few?
What as growing up
Yeah,
as a kid,
yeah,
Eminem. But as I got older, like I used to listen to a lot of rappers. But like when it came to the UK scene, I used to listen to a lot of rappers like Skepta and J&E back in the day, and that like a lot of that inspired me to make music and like I was back then I was on grime. Do you know what I mean? Before I
yeah,
didn't do rap, I just did grime. Then I started rapping and I started singing and started mixing all this versatility in one and tried to make different music for everyone. Do you know what I mean? And now I've got it where I can just do different sounds. I could just jump on any beat and just be like, make this and make that. Do you know what I mean? It's how it is now. It's like it's better that way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's important as well for any artist to have versatility, because if you're just keeping it simple with the raps or whatever, you're not gonna get like. For me, it's alright. It's all good changing your sound and that, but it's good to switch it up every now and then. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, I could sing, rap. Do you know what I mean? Do the grime, rap, anything. Do you know what I mean? It's just what it is. Like I'll not turn away any beat.
Yeah, definitely. So who right now, like unsigned, do you think's gonna, you think you can hear that's gonna be big next year or blow up? Is there any artist right now that you think you're listening to and you're like, yeah, these guys are gonna, I think this guy or might blow up,
Any artist, what?
Any artists that you think are gonna blow up like within the next year, like that you think are maybe aren't getting a lot of exposure now, but you think maybe, you know what, these guys might blow up next year, or even
I'm more thinking like someone like D1.
yeah,
D1's hard. Like
yeah,
I can't lie. Like he's definitely up next. Like his new thing what just drops as well. Like he's got a big look for himself.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's had like over 150,000, I think.
Climbing the ladder. Let's definitely say that.
Yeah.
You gotta look outside of the box. You know what I mean? You can't just look at people in your city and think, yeah, they're gonna blow. But like, because Sheffield's had it bad for people trying to blow. Like, not a lot. Not many people from Sheffield are blown up. Like, you got TD. TD, he smashed it. He's literally smashed it. Like, TD had literally come from like doing music all in life, and he just literally smashed it. Now he's killing it. You know what I mean? You have to sound more global soon. Do you know what I mean? But that's good to see from the hometown. Do you know what I mean? It's so good to see. Also, Deep Green and Skins. Do you know what I mean? They put Chef on the map differently, like back in the day, like still now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, there's a lot of rappers from Sheffield, such as like R1 and Ducks. Do you know what I mean? From Sheffield, like R1 and Ducks and that, like they're good lads of mine. Yeah, man, like. Everyone puts work in it, do you know what I mean? So, but it's hard to blow up in the city, innit? Do you know what I mean? So you just got to put in the work, and hopefully one day it just happen. But yeah, man, like just looking at TD, you know it can happen. Do you know what I mean? You just got to find the right platform and be around the right people, I guess. Do you know what I mean? So like I always said to any artist as well, it's important if you're a rapper, yeah, and like be around the people that are gonna help you blow up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're on your own, it's hard to manage everything at once. Like, so if you've got a team around you, you're gonna grow so much and expand differently. Like, just 2-3 of you, 4-5 of you, you're gonna expand, and then by end of the year, you're improving, and that's just how it works. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a very important part for an artist as well, to have a good set of people around them, for a circle where to help you blow up in it. Do you know what I mean? So,
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I kind of saw that and heard the same thing coming from a big record label. A&R advising the same thing recently in a YouTube interview. They says it's working with the team and the resources you've got, but you got to get the right team around you.
You don't have the right team. You're not going to be going down the right path. The right team are the people what want you to see you shine. They're going to shine with you. They're not just they're making you they're molding you to something that you're gonna be, where you can sit back and look after everyone. Then do you know what I mean? When people see a talent in you and they see potential and they think, right, this is it. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. So I think it is. So yeah.
So do you think a lot of artists think that there's a stigma with getting a manager and they want to do it all themselves, and that's part of the problem?
Some people don't like the fact of having a manager because they think that they're gonna take all the money away. Like,
yeah,
we're not famous. Do you know what I mean? We're not big rappers yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might have got a little buzz for ourselves. Do you know what I mean? But we're not big rappers. We ain't cashing in £1 million. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we are, then it's a different story. Like,
yeah.
But you've got to see, but like from my point of view, yeah, if you're signed to a label like Sony or something, I don't know how that works, but they take a percentage, whatever. I don't know how it works with a music contract like that, but that's a big record label. You know what I mean? So whatever, like they sign you, and whatever agreement you have to agree with. But say a manager, like say you're my manager, you know what I mean? So like it's like we're friends. So like you become a manager, and we build the path together to get where we need to be to become
Exactly,
where we're
yeah.
cashing out £1 million. And any artist needs to understand it's not a bad thing to have a manager, because if you're a person where you can do it all yourself,
Yeah.
you can get all these connects, you can do all these videos yourself, you don't need a manager, don't need stressing out, you don't need a manager, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
some people can't do that. There's no way some people can keep up with all that.
You've only got
Especially
two
me.
hands.
I can sort everything out, but I can't get everything how I want it, do you know what I mean? And sometimes when you picture something, you want it to be perfect, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, for me personally, I needed a manager. I've always needed a manager to keep it real. So to put everything organised in space.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This shit come like OCD, bro. Do you know what I mean? I need it organised. Do you know what I mean? So everything perfect. So like, yeah, like it's very important to have someone. I wouldn't say have someone who's like who you don't know and like who not a manager or someone. But if you got, do you know what I mean? But
You've got to have someone that's got your best interest, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got a friend who wants to see the best interest and a friend who wants to blow up with you, do you know what I mean? Because it's not just like, you got to understand, if you blow up, if I blow up or something, oh my bad. If you blow up, yeah, like, we're gonna shine together, do you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be doing shit together, like, you know what I mean? We're gonna be like shutting shows down, doing whatever, like.
Yeah.
But that's the aim, innit? That's the aim. That's the aim. Like, just gotta keep pushing. Do you know what I mean? You gotta be hungry. If you're not hungry in this game, yeah, you're gonna lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But stay hungry, stay grinding.
I think definitely it's a big issue, but obviously the way we do things and make money, start money, we're really obviously going to be changing it, because obviously we're a management company, talent management company, I should say.
Yeah.
And obviously we're changing the game in that obviously we only take the money for what work we can get the artist. And obviously that's the way it should be. But obviously I think there's a lot of companies that have given management or the word management a bit of a stigma and a bad name within the game. But obviously we're going to be changing that up. So yeah, it's definitely been a pleasure catching up with you, Luigi.
I might be slim, but I've never been shady. You know what I'm saying?
Been a pleasure catching up with you. We're gonna put all all of your social medias in the chat, so make sure you go and check Luigi's music out. Keep following him on the MMSM platform, and we'll have more news and great stuff coming from Luigi. So we got Luigi here showing us some of his new tracks. Is it 2 new tracks you've got?
Yeah, but for real, man. New ones coming.
Baby made that all shake, make it clap clap. Do that little pose on your Snapchat. No Insta, but I still double tap that. No one saying no, be asking where the man at. She be asking what's in the backpack. Late night vibe, got a pack, let me rap that. Get dirty in the sheet, make it clap clap. She my dirty little freak and that. I need a dirty little girl in the sheets, yeah, I really get her buzzing like a bee. I got a baddie on the knees, smoke trees, got candy in my wrist, tell her I'm Chinese. Yeah, when I beat it, she don't leave. She really wanna watch me like ITV. She wanna clock me like CID. I get her in the bed cause she's just my free. Yeah, you know we... Yeah, man.
And this is the other one that you got coming as well, innit?
She love when I rub that, when I touch that, when I fuck that, do I trust that? No, your beauty's nice and I can't even lie, but I wanna just make you my wife for life. You should have done your fine and I know that you like it, girl, cause I know that you whine and cry. But your ex man made you cry, but don't want a girl like got you for life. Yeah, baby, we could just take it slow. Like, yo, I'm trying to get my side on the radio, and she already know I ain't messing about. Yeah, she support my sound, independent woman, yeah, she just hold it down. Your beauty's fine, me and you together, yeah, we really combine. See the sign, love can put you on a mad ride, but I don't really wanna deal with heartbreak. Cause that can leave you down like a landslide. No bad vibes, only good times. All night with a bag, and she know I lie. You look pretty with no makeup, you don't need it, girl. I'm serious, she's so fly. And we kick back, yeah, I know that you love that. Take a break, no kick clack, girl, I love that chit chat. Let's catch up, and you know that we did that. I can tell you no fake, I can tell you don't wanna play a game. And whatever you had in the past, I won't be the same.
Thank you very much, Luigi, for giving us a preview of those It's Make Money, Stat Money Entertainment TV. Peace out to Luigi. Thanks to everyone for tuning in.